Hey there, good evening. It's time for my daily challenge. Waiting for a pizza at my favorite place. And I just got to speak with some amazing people at Debbie Lichter's, Debbie's High on Health event. And what a wonderful experience to be able to talk about addiction. I wanted to touch on something that I had hoped to talk about then, but I was too caught up in everything else that was going on. There's a really important distinction between being dry and being sober. I was thinking about the example of just detoxing. Let's say that you've discovered that you have an allergic reaction to something, so you stop exposing yourself to the allergen, and you bulk up on everything else that can help you make up for what you used to get from that allergen, and you spend some time detoxing when you just no longer have that ingestion of substance. Beyond that, though, you need to do more. You need to change some aspect of your lifestyle, and sometimes these things are big. Sometimes you've got to cut out like massive types of foods, and maybe you have to change the frequency that you eat. Or anyway, point being that just getting rid of the allergen is not enough. You have to go through a change as well, and sometimes it's a change in your lifestyle, and sometimes it's not just minor. So imagine, recognizing that you have an addiction, or that you have addictive behaviors, and you are an addict. It takes more than just the cessation of ingesting that substance or stopping that process. It takes a lifestyle change, and we call it a psychic change. It's a change in the way that we think. And there are other things too besides on top of that, which include the spiritual connection. But even setting that aside, as deep and close to core as core as the spiritual connection is for sobriety, the fact is that you have to go through a change. So there are people who are using different substances like ibogaine, or there are some other plant medicines as well. And I just wanted to be clear that those are useful tools when properly guided for helping detoxing from the allergen, the drug, the process. And they don't necessarily bring about sobriety, and they certainly don't guarantee it. So it's important that we become more aware and better educated about the fact that it takes more than just getting dry to get sober. The process of recovery is something that works if you're willing, and that willingness is the big deal. Willing to set aside your ego, your beliefs of the way things should be, and maybe even your beliefs about the way things are, and getting out of denial. All those things have to be reconsidered and sometimes drastically changed. But it can't just happen in 30 or 90 days. That's just the beginning of the process. It could, if you're willing, but that takes a special character, a special type of person that's willing to really change so drastically. To thine own self be true. God bless.